What's up? It's RTP ILLY checking in with Marine TV. Feel me? The exclusive interview. Alright, so my name is ILLY, RTP ILLY. Let's see, I'm from Broward County, Florida. Born and raised in Broward County. I've been all around. 26 is my hood. Shallow side, you feel me? But I be a deep side. Blueberry specifically. I've been all around though. I lived in like Oakland Park. I even lived in Lauderdale Lakes, you feel me? I lived in Sunrise, you feel me? You name it, but even Lauderdale Manors, yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, so you say you from 26.
Yeah.
Is that like city in Broward County?
Yeah, that's Lauderhill.
Lauderhill?
Yeah, that's Lauderhill. That's right off of like like my area. 26 is a wide range, but right off of what you call it? State Road 7.
Yeah, State Road 7 441.
Yeah.
Okay. You say you was born and raised in Broward?
Yes, sir.
And what was it like growing up in Broward County? For somebody that's not from there, like what are some of the things you expect like happen like growing up?
So for me, let's see, growing up it was different. I think it was different just based off today's Broward.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. But me growing up, it was a lot of poverty.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in over where Northside Elementary, East Sunrise. So I grew up like in the era when it was like the fuckery was heavy. You feel me? Like it was a lot of poverty. My family Haitian, so I grew up in a time where it was like Haitians wasn't really respected. So we had to deal with. We had to deal with a lot. You feel me? But it's a regular story. Like especially growing up down here, it's a regular story. I feel like I just kind of made you got two decisions to make when you're growing up in that situation. It's either you move the right way or you move the wrong way. You know what I mean? But each way was trying to get you right. If that makes sense. I decided to go the other way. So.
What would you say your craziest experience like growing up, like, or most memorable day that you remember? No, it can be good, bad, or
memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think for me, my most memorable was. Damn, that's a hard one. I don't know. My most memorable, I say. Maybe my cousin. I got an older cousin. I ain't gonna go too deep into his situation, but he got shot up 6 times, right? And after that, like he kind of changed his life around. Yeah. But him to me, he was like my role model. So when that happened, it kind of made me think like, okay, like you know what I mean? Like if he's switching up like that, not switching up in a bad way, but he's like trying to improve. You know what I mean? Then that kind of made me like, okay. Let me switch it up too. Let me do something a little better. So.
Okay. And when did the music come about?
Man, I've been doing music for a while. I could tell you exact. That's easy. I was 7 years old. I used to write poetry.
Yeah.
I was like super into poetry. My first rap song I ever heard was "Changes" by Tupac. I was at my pop's job. He took me to. He used to be a cook at Sheraton Hotel off in the beach. He was a Haitian immigrant, came down, started cooking, all that stuff. So I was like, he took me to work with him one day and I heard his rap song. I never heard rap in my life.
That was the first time?
That was my first time, but like it stuck. It was something about it. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. And it was Changes, you know what I mean? So I was just like, so I was like, I need to figure this out. So I started doing more, digging deeper.
Research.
Yeah, exactly, into it. And mind you, I was young. But I was like, when it came down to that type of thing, I was like a genius. You know what I mean? Like music wise, I was a genius. You feel me?
So would you say, was it a family thing or that was probably the first one?
Well, in my direct family, yeah, I was the first one. But as far as like family in general, I got cousins everywhere, and like I don't care. I'm talking about. I don't know if you heard of Bino. Bino, he made music. That's funny.
He's from.
He from 26 also. Yeah, he from 26. This is dude Mac Poppy. You feel me? He my cousin also. Yeah. I got RTP Mezzi. He a singer.
Yeah.
RTP Boat. He in San Diego right now. He actually serving too. He's in the Navy. But him, he was he rap also. So I got it's a, you know what I mean. And in my family, like we got musicians. Like my mom, she was singing. You know what I mean. So like, I think it ran in my family. But as far as hip hop, yeah, I was like the first one. Yeah, RTP.
Yeah,
RTP. RTP stands for Real Top Flow. Now that was Real Top Flow was originally a group that we had back in the day. We're still intact. We still do the RTP thing, but we decided to add the RTP in front of our names. The flow, we just did it. You know, it was just we made it flow because we thought it was the hood thing to do. It was cool. It sounded dope. You know what I mean? And then our music was just real talk. We never faked nothing. We never pretended like we was something we wasn't. You know, we only spoke the truth in our experiences. Obviously, we have fun shit, but you know what I mean? Like, that's why we stuck to real talk, because everything we gave was real talk. So.
And you went to, I guess, the military?
Yes, sir. I was in the Marine Corps.
And at what age were you when you...
I was 22 when I decided to leave. But the thing is, I thought about doing it when I was in high school.
Yeah.
But you know, when you got island parents, you feel me? And
Yeah,
they're like, "Hey man, what you talking about? You talking about the military? Like, get out of here!" Like,
crazy.
Yeah. So they, you know, and for me, I was a complicated kid. You know what I mean? I wanted to do so much.
Yeah.
So I wanted to rap, but I wanted to go to school. I wanted to trap. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to do all that shit. So you know, military was kind of like my, hey, like you got too much going on. Focus, and got me right. You know what I mean?
Something to help you more focus, like on life and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And what was that experience like?
Man, it was the best experience and the worst experience of my life. Not even the worst. It was the best experience with some bad experiences.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It cultivated me. It made me okay with who I am, and it made me better, type of thing. And it set me in a position where I could win. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was not in the right mindset. I was before I left for the military. A lot of people always say, "Oh, military make you crazy, this, that."
Yeah.
Well, Broward made me crazy, dog. The military got me right. Yeah. So.
And what would you say your craziest experience like in the military, like something?
I don't really like to go too deep about my military experience, but for me, like a lot of people like to go into like, you know, deployments and crazy, but craziest thing for me was the type of people I met. You feel me? I got people over here that I used to call family that was never run as deep as some of these people. And I'm talking about like I met Asians, Indians, you know what I mean? All these people, different people, and like they calling me brother, you know what I mean? And that shit, it changed my whole mindset. Cause you know, growing up here, like all I knew was, you feel me, like black people and all that stuff, you know. And then when I met those people, it just kind of it made things a little different, and it made me realize like you could have a homeboy that you knew for years, and they won't check up on you. But then you got these people that you knew for 4 years.
It's calling you.
And they checking up on you, yo. Hey, you need something? Like I got you. You feel me? That's love. That's
crazy.
Yeah. But it's cause we've been through it together. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, true that. And how could I put it? What did you take from? Like, what did you learn from? What did military like actually do for you? Like,
it taught me it's just growth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause before, like, I don't think I cared too much.
Yeah.
Like as far as like everything going on, I don't think I really cared too much as long as I was like, I was okay with the negativity, like negative shit. You know what I mean? The negative persona. I know a lot of rappers. You know what I mean? They're okay with, you know, the negative life.
True.
But I'm not scared to voice it. Now I'm okay with talking about the negative life.
Yeah.
But with mentioning that, like, that was like, you know, before. You know what I mean? Like I keep it 100 with it. Like it's bigger and better things. You feel me?
True.
And like you'll peep that too. Like with different artists nowadays, they may be in their 40s. Like look at Ace Hood or some shit. You know what I mean? Like you see like the growth, and I feel like I was lucky enough to get that at a younger age and in a better time frame. If that makes sense. Yeah.
And you also, I guess, while you was going to the military or in the military, you had a child.
No, I had that child after. It was towards my
after?
it was towards my last year because she won. She won in some months. But it was towards the end of my military career. I got hurt, so I had to get out.
Okay. And what advice will you like give to someone that's like thinking about going to the military and they have that doubt or don't want to go or want to go? Like, what advice would you give to them?
If I'm being real, don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's the same thing. It's like joining the military is just like if you wanted to be the best trapper out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't be a bitch. You just gotta move smart. The other thing is like really think about it, because once you sign that line, like you made that decision. Now you obviously there's ways of getting out, but it's gonna make you a bitch. You feel me? Like there's certain ways you could finesse it and try to get out, but if you get out that way, I may not know, you may not know, but you gonna know. You was a bitch. You feel me? So that's all it is.
Okay, back to the music. What would you say make you different from other artists in your area?
Damn. Made me different.
Yeah. Overall, like what makes you different?
I don't know, man. I think in order for your music to be different, you just have to overall be a different person.
Yeah.
Right? And nowadays you see a lot of rappers, even on Instagram I see it all the time. It's like people be like, oh 6ix9ine, we was talking 6ix9ine like, am I the new 6ix9ine? You know what I mean? Or am I the new Meek Mill? Am I the new, you know what I mean? And I feel like everybody's so focused on trying to be something that they aren't. Or maybe you do trap. Maybe you sell weed. You know what I mean? But that don't make you the biggest trap star.
True.
It just means you selling weed. You feel me? Like nothing against your hustle, but it's like don't take that and blow it up like you the biggest drug dealer in your city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what made me different. It's like I'm okay with being humble.
Yeah.
I'm okay with talking about what I've done, but not to blow it up in the proportion where it's like, I'm this crazy whatever. It's just like this is it. Like if I need to shoot a nigga, I'll shoot a nigga. You feel me? Like now, you feel me? If I need to do this and that, I'm gonna do it. But I'm letting you know how I came about it, type of thing. And on top of that, like I think I study a lot. You know what I mean? Just for me personally, like I like to learn new words and like implement it in my music. I like to, and also I don't keep myself in one category. Like I'm okay with trying different things out. Like you know who Dirty 1000 is, right? So I do like I work with him a lot.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that he's like family at this point, and like with him, like he goes in and he'll like throw in the beat and test me. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not hitting it, then it's like get out. And I think that sets me apart too, because I'm okay with criticism. Yeah. Where I'm like, let me improve on that.
A lot of artists not okay with criticism.
Man, let me tell you, artists we are. Jay-Z said it. We're damn, what's the word I'm looking? He said that he worded that shit the best. He was like not critical, but he's like emotional about his music. Yeah. So when he hear criticism, it's like he stepped back and gotta be like I know my shit hard. You feel me? But it's sometimes we gotta be humble. I'm okay with that.
Even when I say if an artist will post like a snippet or something or whatever, somebody be like, "Oh, this shit ass."
Yeah.
They'll take it as hate. Yeah. Like the person, they just being honest. Maybe
they like it.
Everybody's not gonna like.
Yeah, everybody not gonna like my shit, man. Like it's
impossible for everybody to like your music. It's impossible.
I made a post not too long ago. I said everything's not for everybody.
Yeah, true. Everything is not for everybody.
And it's not. And that's if we so focus on like why this person ain't like my shit. You know what I mean? It's you just let this roadblock hit you.
True.
Not everybody gonna like you. I'm okay with that. You feel me? Like they're not paying my bills, so I'm still gonna do what I do.
Yeah, you right about that.
And sometimes the music is trash. That's the other thing. Sometimes the music trash. Sometimes you gotta sit back and be like, you know what? That shit was garbage.
Well, that comes with who you have around you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people got people around you. Like if you got somebody around you that say every song you hit that you drop in the studio is fire.
Yeah.
You around the wrong person.
That's exactly.
It's impossible for every song.
Exactly.
You around the wrong.
And I've had that. Man, we go. You feel me? Like people go to the studio. If people are real artists, they go to the studio consistently and they dropping like 20 songs and like, I'm not saying drop 20 songs in a week, but that's your job. Do like 20, yeah. Because, half of those songs, you may not even want them. Mm-hmm. I got songs in the bag that I'm like, I don't even want to put this out. Yeah. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's like that sometimes. But you're an artist. If you're an artist, you always going to create. So that one song is going to hold you back.
What was it like growing up as a Haitian for you?
Man, it was different from the Haitians. Now, no disrespect. I love the change. I love the equality now. I love everything about it. Mm-hmm. But they don't. A lot of people don't understand. Like I was growing up in an era where, like, mind you, I'm Haitian Bahamian. Yeah. Right. And people never recognize that. I'm my mom Bahamian, my dad Haitian. Right. I know both. I know both them sides. But because I'm Haitian, I was labeled that. And I grew up in a time where it was like, I don't know if you know about this, but it was like Haitians versus Jamaicans. You feel me? Like people was really like, I was lacing up my Reeboks. You feel me? Like Reebok classes, my black tee, got my Haitian bandana. I'm like, if I ain't strapped, I got a knife. You feel me? Like, and this is like middle school. I went to Wee Dandy. It was like Royal Palm versus Lauderdale Lakes, all that shit. And I'm just like, and people don't understand that. You feel me? Like I really grew up. Like I got cut. You feel me? Like
that's how it was.
Yeah. I done got cut. I done had guns on me. Like because I'm hating for no reason, bro.
That's
like
how it was, man.
Yeah, for no reason. It's just like, and then like you talk about it now. It's like, oh, I'm Haitian. People,
not everybody was.
Yeah. Before, like people was hiding it. I knew a kid.
Haitian,
I knew a kid.
Not to get jumped.
I knew a kid. He was straight Haitian. You feel me? Like not off the boat. That was people calling each other boat, but like he was straight Haitian. But he was like, I'm Jamaican. You feel me? I was going to Dillard at that time. Yeah. And then like my brother done been jumped, even brass knuckles and all. Yeah. Like I done been jumped, but what I mean, like at that time, like I get jumped, I remember your face. I'm gonna find you. it's straight. I'm gonna find you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out.
Okay. You recently dropped a mixtape.
Yes, I did. Yeah, that was my reintroduction.
I guess it was called Free Game.
Yeah, it was called Free Game.
Now, what was the meaning behind? What's your meaning behind the title?
Free Game is like every song was a lesson, but each song was directly from my life. Yeah. You feel me? That's why I said this was a reintroduction, because I stopped doing music for a long time and then I came back. So this was like, who is Illy type of thing. You feel me? So each song, like my intro kind of break down everything. And I think the intro is probably one of my favorite songs off that tape. It's different. It's a different type of intro. It's not like hype. It's like I'm speaking directly to you. Mm-hmm. And I'm being vulnerable. You feel me? A lot of artists don't do that, especially for an introduction tape. You know what I mean? Like this is some shit. It's funny to me. It's like a lot of people probably I got some good views on this tape though. Yeah. But a lot, obviously blow up crazy. You feel me? Like I'm not on like no say cheese and shit like that. But like the people who needed to hear it heard it. Right. I had people texting me, dog. Like I had people hitting me up on the DMs from other countries that I never met, telling me like, man, like I cried when I listened. Like I got real like messages and shit that I put up because people was like, I never heard an artist speak like that. I'm a local nigga. Yeah. You feel me? And then like, but for me to hit like a few people, even if it was just 10 people, for them to hit me back and tell me like I did my job. You feel me? Like I moved them. I'm an MC. You feel me?
Crazy. Yeah. So you say you had someone hit you up and say they cried?
No, yeah, I had like somebody told me he played my intro a couple of times. He cried. He was just like he never met somebody who was like, you know what I mean? Like, most niggas, they want to come out and be like, hood, don't disrespect me. But I want people to know I'm a human. You feel me? I want to relate to you. And I'm telling you, this is my story. I don't want to front it. You know what I mean? I want you to know, like, this is the pain that I dealt with, but this is how I overcame. Yeah. And this is what built me. You know what I'm saying? So many people focus on, and I was at a point, too. That's Dirty and Skrilla. They put me, they kind of brought me through a dark place when I came back. And I was so focused on depression and anxiety and all that shit that I lost track of what I'm here for. Yeah. So then I overcame that and I'm putting that on my music. You feel me?
And who are some of the artists featured and some of the producers?
Oh man. Okay, so as far as like producers, I got Skrilla, of course, you feel me? We got James Berry, he in California. That man, like that'll be the only dude I go to in California. I've dealt with a lot of people in Cali, but this dude, he like, you feel me? Like he on point. Definitely need to check him out. I got a cousin who made Desire Beats. So and he made beats, and most of my beats was from him on that track. And mind you, my tape was done. I heard his beats and I dropped everything. I put songs to the side and I was just like, I need that beat, I need that beat, I need that beat. He my cousin, so he trying to put me on, but I'm like, nah, I'm paying you for your shit. You feel me?
That's what's up. You too many people that like honestly, not to bring it up, but I got people that in the music industry that like cousins to me, and they be like, yo, post this, we'll do this, do this, but it ain't too many people that blood cousins and stuff and be like, yo, I'm gonna pay you for your shit.
And that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Too many people want handouts, but they don't understand this is a job.
It's a
like
business
this is how you eat.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if I'm asking you for something, unless we work something out, you know what I mean? Like, cause now we work something out, but I'm still paying. Like if you gave me 3 beats, I don't know how long it took you to make them beats. You feel me? I'm gonna pay you for that. You feel me? I'm not, especially if that shit hitting. I'm paying you for that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like but I feel like that's how you point out genuine people too. I don't have people hit me up for features like, man, we fuck with your music. Oh, but we call it like, let's do this feature. Yeah. Mind you, I don't even. I love music. Yeah. I love music. So if you send me a beat, more like there's times where I'll be like, bro, don't even worry about it. Like this song hard. Like let's make this. Let's drop this now. You feel me? But then so if you work with me, like I work with you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, but other people is like, and I'm not asking for too much. You feel me? I'm like, I told you I'm local, so I'm gonna work with you, and I understand we artists together. So, but at the same time, if I was a mechanic, you came to me with your car, you're not gonna be like, hey, could you hook me up on this thing? I'm like, man, that's $1,000 job. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you feel me?
People be, man. And you said, what about the features on the tape?
All right, so I got Jay hit up, man. That man snap. I got 31,000. You feel me? I was super excited about that feature. Cause this man, we got a couple of songs together, but that feature I was super excited about it. He did exactly what I needed him to do on that beat. I got this upcoming singer. She from Georgia. What you call it? Her name Ree, or Ray, but what you call it? So she on there. I got that. It's a song called for my mama. Yeah. And that shit was heartfelt too. And she did her thing on that. But I got a couple of good features. I plan on doing some more with Jay Hitter. We actually gonna do a video for that song. I got a couple of videos in the works too.
And what's next for you as an artist?
I actually got a project that I'm finishing up right now. For me, I'm focused on planning. So I'm a workaholic. You feel me? So when it comes down to me being an artist, I'm doing so many other things. Like I legitimately work. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I really do. Like I go to a job, like I clock in and I work. I do some stuff on the side, but you feel me? That's money making moves. True. And I'm also what you call it? I also go to school. You feel me? Like I got a daughter that I'm raising. You know what I'm saying? Like I got people who kind of need me in their life right now. So like I'm doing a lot. I'm maintaining my home, all that stuff. That's what's up. So I'm doing a lot. So when it comes to like music, like I'm incorporating all that in my music. So sometimes I take a while to kind of put things out, but that's because I'm a perfectionist. So I'll listen to a song for like 2-3 months before I drop that shit. Yeah. Mind you, I already got like 20 other songs in the back. You feel me? So, but I got this project. I don't know if I'm gonna make it an EP, but it's gonna be called The Good, the Bad, the Illy. So it's gonna. I made this during the time frame where I was kind of like dealing with the depression, anxiety, and all that stuff. But the reason I changed the name to The Good, the Bad, the Illy is because I'm gonna be talking about the good and I'm gonna be talking about the bad. But I'm also gonna be putting it together and what makes me me. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be some street shit. It's gonna be some real life shit. It's gonna be some.
Okay. And what are some of the things you accomplished in the past year as an artist, and where do you see yourself a year from now?
In a year, man, let me tell you what I did in 6 months. I think it was 6 months. I was on 2 magazines. That's what's up. I was on 2 radio stations. I dropped 2 tapes in the same year. You feel me? I dropped the other tape, and the other tape was a throwaway tape. I only made that tape because I came down and I was like, bro, like I just couldn't sleep. I don't sleep too much. So when I don't sleep, I'm writing.
Yeah.
And I think I got like 6 or 7 beats. You know what I mean? And I just bodied them shits, and I did those all in one sitting. DC Studios. And Dollars and Deals. DC, that's my boy. That's another producer. I mean, you know about DC.
Yeah, I know DC.
Yeah, so he was another one on my. He made my track, the 954 track that I got. So that shit gas. But yeah, like I did a lot, and then not just to mention that. Now let's put the music thing to the side. While I was doing that, you feel me? Like I moved my old lady, and I moved the baby out of, and I wasn't, you feel me? I moved them to a better neighborhood type shit. So that's an accomplishment for me. You feel me? What else? I changed my major in school, so I already had my AA and everything.
Yeah.
And now I'm like finishing up, and I changed major, so I do IT. I did IT when I was in the military. That's a big, like, you don't see, that's the thing, you don't see a lot of niggas doing that, like, especially, like, niggas like me, it's not a lot of niggas, but I'm proud of that shit, and, like, you see, like, a lot of people won't say that, but me, like, I'm smart, bro, like, I was able to maneuver and do IT, mind you, I was a nigga out the hood, like, come on, bro, like,
that's good,
yeah, so, like, I got a bunch of accomplishments, and I did that shit, man, that's why I be seeing people, like, you know what I mean, I see how people move, and I'm proud of other people, but, like, I know for a fact, like I'm a hustler, like full force. I'm a hustler. So like, I got a verse in my song where I say I could sell water to the rain. You feel me? And that's like fact. That was influenced by Jay-Z, because and he had a verse. He said you could sell water to a well, and I kind of just flipped that, because like to me, like it's accurate, dog. Like I hustle. I made, man, not to brag or nothing, but like there's like. In one day, I made like two G's. You feel me?
That's good.
Like come on now, dog. Like that's so I be working, dog.
And what about a year from now? Where do you see yourself as an artist?
A year from now, man, that's a good question. A year from now, hopefully I'm making hits with a lot of artists that I respect from Broward. So, like, I got a lot of love for artists everywhere, but a year from now, I want to make music with artists from Broward, because we have so much talent. Mm-hmm. So I want to, it's a few artists that I just want to sit down and work with. So hopefully I get to that point. One of them being Ace Hood. I met him before I got the freestyle for him and everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah, got a couple pictures with him. So hopefully, like that's another person I want to make a song with. You feel me? If I gotta drop that bread, I'm gonna drop that bread. but that man, he a motivation for me, because he different. I know a lot of people don't really fuck with him too much, but it's not even about the music. It's just the mindset. You feel me? Like that, he got the mind of a warrior, where it's like, regardless of everything that's going on, I'm gonna hustle, I'm gonna get mine, and I'm gonna still have niggas looking up to me. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to be.
So anything else you want to get off your chest before we close it out?
Let me see. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my team, RTP Mezzy. You feel me? RTP Tragic, formerly Tragic, now it's RTP Boat. You feel me? That man different. I want to give a shout out to A Welp. That man a genius behind the camera. I want to give a shout out to my Desires on the beat. You feel me? I need to hit him up with the beat. And he doing numbers, bro. Like he making sales, and he's so low key with it. Let's see. Shout out to Dirty and Skrilla. I mean, those names are known. Those are like Broward legends. Yeah. You feel me? So like shout out to them, and shout out to them for guiding the young nigga too. Yeah, like shit. I ain't really got much to get off my chest. Just know I'm coming. You feel me? I want that spot. I do want that spot as far as the music tip. Yeah.